I'm here at Parlee Beach in Shediac. I'm going to take a walk on the beach today. It's not your typical hike, but beaches are for more than just swimming and sandcastles. So let's take a hike. When walking on the beach, I always find the best place to walk is in between the dry sand and the wet sand. So there's usually a band there, a pretty hard sand that's good to walk on. Pretty much walked as far as I can on the beach. Came out to some really colorful, nice houses. Just a little bit along the coastline. You can see that or not, but there's a big blue heron flying out of there's a little backwater here, just landed on the other side there. The terns were diving into the water there a minute ago. See lots of pieces of crabs, but no actual crabs. I think the seagulls are eating them. Here comes the lifeguards out for a jog, getting ready for their day. Coming up to the other end, the east end of Parlee Beach now. I'm going to go as far as I can go, see how far I can get. Beautiful spot. Well, I'm as far as I can go on the eastern side of Parlee Beach. The beach kind of turns around and goes up a little stream river here. Lots more birds down this way. There's a wetland in behind the grass. Lots of shorebirds along the beach too. Sorry about the wind, but it's pretty constant. The stream that goes into the bay at the end of Parlee Beach kind of loops back up around to this dead water. See some shorebirds along the way. You can see some ducks in the dead water in behind. If you keep looping around, there's kind of a wetland in behind on this side, so grassy wetland. There's lots of red-winged blackbirds over there. There's actually a small pond over in this direction. So, great place for ducks and birds and all kinds of stuff. I think there's a blue heron down in there somewhere I can hear. Well, that's it for Parlee Beach. I went from one end to the other. It's about 2 kilometers. Nice walk. Just starting to rain, so good timing. Got to get back to the car. If you notice the lifeguards in the background, they've been in and out of the water a bit practicing. I'm guessing it's pretty cold this time of year. So onward to Murray Beach. Hopefully the rain will hold off and I won't have to use my umbrella at that one. Stay tuned. Well, I made it to Murray Beach. The rain's holding off so far. Clouds are getting a little bit dark, but so far it's nice. So I'm going to take another walk on the beach. Notice how the seaweed has little balls on the end of it to keep it afloat. That's how it keeps upright in the water at high tide. Nice to have the rocks to explore, but it's hard not to step on all these snails that are on the rocks. I find it very interesting how the flat rocks are kind of washing out from underneath the red dirt above. So that kind of happens all along the beach here. You can see them all sticking out at the bottom. So it's like they stick out and then start washing away. Here's a big rock that fell out of the bottom. See from the cliffs above, it kind of erodes out from underneath. This plate of rocks underneath erodes out and falls off like that and then gets washed off. So looks like they're not even part of the red mud above. So all down below, it's all flat rock underneath mixed with round balls of sandstone. Really interesting rocks. Great to explore. This eroded rock is great to walk on, just above where all the barnacles and the snails are, so you're not stepping on them. Almost makes like a flat path. Came around the corner and saw this. I forgot that you could see the Confederation Bridge from here. Also some ducks in the water there, just around the corner. Nice surprise. Well, I'm having a great time exploring the rocks at Murray Beach. It's starting to rain a bit though. I might go up to that next point. I think you can keep going here for a long ways if you wanted to. Interesting rocks, rounded ones, flat ones, ones fall out of the hill, erosion. Really interesting place to explore. Lots of snails and barnacles on the rocks. I'll check out the next point and then I'll turn back and go and check out the sandy part of the beach before it starts raining too much. Probably keep going like I say, but we're getting into some people's front lawns pretty much now. It's kind of the second point. Hard to see, but there's a Confederation Bridge. Nice view of the bridge. Beautiful spot. You keep coming around. Some ducks out there. Staying away from shore while I'm here. Well, this weather's great for ducks, but it's starting to rain, so I gotta get going. One more dive. These rocks are great for photography, if only the sky was a little bit nicer. It's like gray sky, but at least it's not raining. And the beach goes on for quite a ways. It's a long ways down here. Hard to see that, but there's a whole bunch of white rocks underneath the water there. Kind of weird looking. Well, the rain's finally caught up to me. Thought I was going to get out to go out on this sandbar that goes out into the water a bit, but didn't realize it's because the stream comes out here. And you can see the stream loops all the way back around. Keeps going, so kind of cuts the beach off at the end and goes up into there. Looking back, that's looking back all the way to where the park is and the main beach. Thought this was an interesting find. It's actually a mussel shell with, I think it's an oyster shell attached to it. Kind of grew right onto it, so some interesting stuff you can find along the beach. Kids would love it here. Well, that's it for Murray Beach. I went from the rocky end to the end with the stream that kind of cuts off the beach. Great place to walk. I was impressed with how much fun it was walking on the rocks and how interesting the rocks were. Nice quiet beach. If you want to get away from the crowds of Parlee Beach, then this is the place to come. It's one of those places that I've always driven by, but never stopped in, but I'll definitely be stopping in again next time. Well, it's a nice surprise. When I stopped at the gatehouse on the way into Murray Beach, they told me about this trail that goes around the perimeter of the park. So I'm going to check it out. Hopefully the rain will hold off and I don't get too wet, but I brought my rain jacket just in case. So this is a trail along the back side of the park. It goes through a strip of woods. On one side is houses on this side. On the other side is a little pine stand right behind the gatehouse. So the only problem is that the mosquitoes and black flies, now that we're out of the breeze, are starting to pick up. It's pretty cool along the side of the campground here where the RVs are. Almost a tunnel made out of pine trees. 2 rows of pine trees and where the trail goes. Interesting. Not hard to tell where the trail goes since these 2 rows of pine trees take a 90-degree turn and keep going. Be a great place to rent a cabin. Right up on the cliffs overlooking the water. There's a few benches along the edge of the trail overlooking the water. Beautiful spot to sit. Part of this trail follows along the road. It's along the top of the cliff by the beach. Now it's starting to go back in the field again, along the edge of the field, and then I think it goes back in the woods before it returns to the road on the way into the gate. Here's where the trail enters the woods again. Nice crushed rock trail. A bit of an access trail to the other main trail. There's a few big old gnarly larch trees along the trail, just at the back of some campsites. Pretty cool old trees. Just before you come back out on the road, it goes through this little bog, which is nice, except for the mosquitoes. They're very thick. You can probably see them bouncing off the front of the camera. Well, that's the end of my beach adventure for the day. Great beaches. Surprised, had a great time exploring the rocks at Murray Beach. Fun walk and lots of birds at Parlee Beach. And surprised to see the extra trail I get to pick up at Murray Beach too. Had to get out of the woods to finish this off. The mosquitoes are pretty bad in there. Nice to be out in the breeze. So thanks for joining me. If you like this video, please like, subscribe on YouTube and Facebook, and more to come in the future. Thanks for coming along with me.